I wanted to write an article talking about charter schools in New York City, especially because there were recently released assessments showing how New York City charter schools were outperforming their neighboring schools within the same districts. But even breaking down how minority children, especially if you break down by demographic between Black children and Hispanic children in charter schools versus public schools, those children are outperforming the public school children. And I wanted to talk about the importance of school choice, but also how I feel like we are failing our children in this country, depending on where they live. The children of the working class, the poor, and minority children who happen to live in these areas are highly affected by school choice. They're the ones who benefit the most from it. And I feel like the Democratic Party is a party of elitism. They're the party who wants to stand in the way of children finding some sort of prosperity in life through education, but instead say everything is fine because the public school in their neighborhood is fine. You know, they act like elitists who live in the cul-de-sac and can't see beyond anything in their neighborhood to understand that some kids grow up in a very hellish area where their schools reflect an environment where the government doesn't care. And so that's what their schools look like. And they can't understand what it's like to be a child who goes to school every day and no one cares if you pass or fail because everybody still gets paid. They'll push you along and their graduation rates look incredible, right? But can you read? Can you write? You know, are you actually prepared for college? No one really cares because these children are just symbols. They're a way to have some college graduate and administration show like they're actually making an impact by forging some numbers, but the impact is on the children who can't succeed afterwards. But everybody cares when those kids who don't get an education somehow rob your store, they assault you, when they take from you, when they take from society, when they end up in jail, we have to pay for them. That's when we care about these kids. I think this is a reality that a lot of people don't want to recognize when it comes to kids in America. We like to say failure is not an option, but when it comes to these kids who live in poor areas who are struggling, well, failure is okay with them because the kids on the other side of the track who go to the nice schools and nice areas are doing just fine.